Hello students, today we are going to revise first chapter from economics class 10th, development. So when we talk about economic development, every individual has a different idea about it. For some, it is earning a handsome salary, while for others, it is when a country is free from poverty and unemployment. In simple terms, economic development is a process to achieve a better quality of life. When people have well paying jobs, basic necessities, and their well being are insured, the nation is said to be developing. Different people can have different development goals. What may be development for the one may not be development for the other person. It may even be destructive for the others. So we want to define about the income and other goals. How? We will see. People want more income, money or material things that one can buy with it is one factor on which our life depends. However, the quality of our life also depends on non material things such as equal treatment, freedom, security, and respect for others. For development, people look at a mix of goals. The development the developmental goals are not only about better income but also about other important things in life. So we want to discuss about the national development. Different persons could have different as well as conflicting nations of the country's development. How to compare different countries or states? For comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. Countries with higher income are more developed than others with less income. As different countries have different populations, comparing total income will not tell us what an average person earns. So we compare the average income of countries. Average income means average income is the total income of the country divided by its total population. It is also called per capita income. Average income is equal to total income of country divided by total population of country. In World Development Reports, per capita income is used in the classifying countries. Countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,056 per annum and above in according to census of 2017 are called rich countries. Countries with per capita income of US dollar 955 or less are called low income countries. For example, India. Income and other criteria about the define development. So when we think of a nation or a region, besides average income, public facilities are equally significant attributes. Public facilities, these are the services provided by the government to its citizens. Some of the important public facilities include infrastructure, sanitation, public transport, healthcare, water, etc. Sustainability of development. Sustainable development. It means development without hampering the environment. It is the process of development that satisfies the present needs without compromising the needs of the future generation. Goals of development. Students, I already explained about per capita income. but some are remaining. So next one is gross national product. The total income generated in the country is called gross national product, GNP. After that, another goal through which we can consider the development, that is GDP, gross domestic product, the total income generated minus the income generated by exports in, called the gross domestic product. Next one is infant mortality rate, the number of children who die before completing 1 year out of 1000 births is called infant mortality rate. The lesser figure is better indicator of development. This is an important parameter as it shows the quality and extent of availability of healthcare in a country. As per 2011 census, the children mortality rate in India is 30.15. Next one is infant mortality rate, I already explained. Next one is male to female ratio. Male to female ratio. Number of females per 1000 male is called sex ratio. A lesser figure shows society's aversion to a girl child and worse condition of women in society. As per 2011 census, the sex ratio in India is 940 per thousands male. Next one is life expectancy. The maximum age up to which an adult lives is called the life expectancy rate. This also shows the overall quality of life in a country. As per 2011 census, the life expectancy in India for males is 67 years, and for females it is 72 years. Next one is literacy rate. The percentage of literate people is another important indicator of development. Education is a big leveler as it opens newer opportunities for the educated persons. Especially in a country like India, you can see many examples of brilliant students coming from a lower classes families, cracking the IITs. Once you are in IIT, then you get a bright and secure future for you and your family. As per 2011 census, the literacy rate in India is 74%. And another indicator for the goals of development, that is infrastructure. Another indicator is here infrastructure. Roads, railways, airports, ports, and power generation are the lifelines of the nation's economy. A better infrastructure ensures a better economic activity leading to overall prosperity. Student, we already talked about the sustainable development. So present time the levels of development are not sustainable. Here is showing groundwater. Example showing groundwater is in India. So groundwater is an example of renewable resources. These resources are replenished by nature, as in the case of crops and plants. However, even these resources may be overused. For example, in the case of groundwater, if we use more than what is being replenished by rain, then we would be overusing these resources. Non-renewable resources are those which we will get exhausted after years of use. So consequences of environmental degradation, do not respect national or state boundaries. This issue is no longer region or nation specific. Our future is linked together. Sustainability of development is comparatively a new area of knowledge in which scientists, economists, philosophers, and other social sciences are working together.